Staring at the stereo. Oh, I catch you, baby, holding on the radio. I keep it little on it through my stereo. They missing it, they missing it. They sexy lady dancing on the stereo floor. She keep it, baby, holding like she get it up. They missing it, they get it on the stereo. She missing it, she missing it.
Respect that, man.
That sexy lady.
I mean, we live. The mic's live, we live recording, live in the studio. Y'all welcome, baby. Welcome, y'all. Come on, man. Welcome, y'all. We want to give y'all warm, divine, omnipotent welcome. Right, so, man. That's it. We here with something, I hope. So we got Zen in the City. Big shout out to Zen in the City. Those are my bubble guns. We try not to be too violent. You know, Rastaman is but that's another thing, you know.
Yeah, silly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Divinity. You know, welcome to Night of Soul. You know, we got Zen in the City in the building. Brother Gary, we got Damon, our host, and, you know, Dowley Black Dragon, also known as Shabazz, you know, Shifu. You gotta go. So check in. So we coming to you strong. We got something, another one powerful, coming from this Temple of the Celestial Cloud. Got a book. If you already don't have your account, go online, get your account at soulclubs.com, create your account, log in, take yourself to Soul Club VIP, and you'll see us right there live every Saturday at 7. You can also, you know, chat with us, call in at 754-777-9439. We want to hear what you got to say. But on another note, everything's going swell. Everything's divine. We want to check in with y'all. We got a good book. Again, Temple of the Celestial Cloud. This episode, we're going to be talking about the metaphysical realm. Last episode, we was talking about spiritual transformation. The same book around internal and external alchemy. You know, he taking a step into the divine portals. So I'm going to go ahead and change that over to my brother Damon, so we can, you know, get things on the flow. And then, yeah, we'll be right back to you.
Yeah, we in here, baby. You know, metaphysics is something that, you know, not a lot of people tap into, and I think because it's something that's extremely unknown. It can be a little bit scary to dive into some of the information that you can like find out and like just uncover through experience. So I guess I want to start with asking you guys, like, in your own, you know, opinion or expression, what is metaphysics? What is the study of metaphysics?
Metaphysics.
It's not something that I'm super familiar with, you know. It's not something that I've studied, so I can't really give you the answer that you're looking for. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to learning as I sit here, and then maybe I can kind of chime in once I become a little more familiar with what you guys are speaking on.
Yes,
that's what it's about. It's about growth and expansion, new concepts, baby. That's what we're doing out here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, indeed. Yeah, you know, so I guess, you know, just the metaphysical. It's like another word, like beyond, right? Beyond the physical realms. Taking a step into journeys into other dimensions that are beyond ourselves. Because, you know, we study ourselves to its limits, but, you know, the universe is limitless, infinite, right? So in the study of that is a whole different realm of knowledge that comes with a certain realm of growth that has you ascending alongside with the knowledge of the universe. It's like, it's a beautiful it's like a parallel
Parallel world, parallel universe.
like a parallel universe
It's
that's always existing, right?
It's an experience that's ever changing, ever growing, and forever expanding.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like I'm living this experience, but like there's another version of me living a different experience, but the same experience at the same time. But having a completely different, like, faith. Maybe, I don't know, possibly, maybe not. I don't know. For every version of you, there's a version that, like, another version that exists for eons. I think that's like a beautiful thing. I remember I started dabbling in metaphysics. I was like listening to Dr. Delbert Blair, all his videos, Dr. Delbert Blair, Phil Valentine. I remember one time it was like he had said something, man. He had said something. He said, "Yeah, they got you thinking that you can catch STDs from having sex," and I was like, "Oh shit!" I said, "Oh, hold up, yo!" Like I'm gonna turn this video off now because now I don't know what to think. This whole study is just crazy. But we're not taught like you're not taught self mastery. You're not taught like to understand our bodies, to understand who we are in general. And I feel like in a lot of ways metaphysics helps expand the thought. To get to experience that journey overall,
Yes, I agree. Because you have the physical, and then you have beyond the physical, right? And so let's also tap into. Let's not get away from how metaphysical realms and how they utilize in the biometric data and in the day modern age, right? So how do we use the metaphysical realms nowadays, in which we use social media and all those type of functions? They study a lot of the biometric data, analytics, calculate your heart patterns, brainwave patterns, all those, et cetera, et cetera. They utilize the metaphysical realms, the things that are beyond the physical, which are thoughts, which are like dreams, which is your heart rhythms, and and with those transcend into your and they have a lot of these tracking mechanisms through a lot of the technology, and they're getting into deep mind. Well, I'm not gonna say getting into. They have been into and have been doing deep mind software for a very long time, and deep mind software gets into utilizing the gathering the body statistics, emotions, your energy, your heat, body wave, brain patterns, all those type of things, and harness it into artificial intelligence, so they can be able to take your mind and your brain wave patterns and all that and all your thoughts and implant it into artificial intelligence technology.
Isn't that called uploaded intelligence? Uploaded intelligence, UI. So uploaded intelligence is basically like it's exactly what you just said. They take a whole scan of your brain, put that shit into a database, and give you an avatar. And now you're living in this like virtual world. Like I don't know if you ever they gotta tell you what they're doing, right?
Oh yeah.
So you ever heard of the show Upload? The show called Upload on Amazon Prime.
No.
That shit right there, boy, is crazy. Because they take it, so they talk about how they got rid of the concept of heaven and hell, and like basically gave people these virtual heavens so that you can use your own your phone bill. So if your people's died, you can like put them on your phone bill, put that avatar on your phone bill, and like pay for their life. So pay to go like visit them, because they uploaded their brain into this AI, this computer, so they can have the experience of a virtual heaven and always be accessible. And it plays on the fact that people don't know how to let go. People don't know how to let go of like, their loved ones. They want to like hold on to that feeling forever, and like damn well like they found a way to monopolize that shit. Monopolize up that, make some money up that shit. They want to make that money. You know what I'm saying? They found a way to do it, and it's gonna play right in people's ears because nobody wants to let go. People don't know how to deal with their own shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's also benefits to it though.
What benefits you talk about? Benefits to capturing the soul, capturing the essence, and then making that shit being like think about this. If I took you right now and I took everything inside of your mind, I put you in a database,
Right.
What you think I can do with you? I can make you run. I can make you run a program or make you solve millions and millions of equations. Or I can make you do anything I want for like minutes, and that could be hundreds of years to you. I could like literally torture your subconscious. I could torture your soul because I have the power to do it. What benefit is that for like the humans?
I'm not speaking about like all of that. Like I was just thinking from what you were talking about before, when they're just uploading like a person's consciousness into like an AI system, which is allowing the AI to like generate thoughts and evolve and all that kind of stuff as the person for you to go and visit, right?
Mhm.
But if you think about something like that, if it was around years ago and we could access our ancestors through AI for wisdom or for teachings or for, you know, things that they learn, arts, whatever, it's very it's very beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about other cultures, you know, like outside of the US, Asia, whatever, like they have scripts and things from their culture, from their race, whatever, from their tribes, from, you know, that they can access.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you could have, like they did in Mulan, you know, they could talk to their ancestors. If you had access to your ancestors, like, you could be super, super powerful.
I think that's
That's
a
what I
beautiful
meant by
way.
beneficial.
No, I
You know,
agree. I agree
torturing
with
and
you.
all of that kind of stuff. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking so dark.
That comes
You know,
with
but yeah, I guess
power
that
over
comes with
control.
territory too.
You know, it comes with control, and like I definitely like agree with you. If we had access to our ancestors, like we knew that we could like talk to our ancestors, we would be like completely different people.
Yeah,
We
you
would
know.
have knowledge of self. But that's not something that we can't do. Like it's something that we can do. I think that doing it through their system like doesn't that dilutes our whole
Yeah,
process.
yeah.
They took what we did and like dumbed it down so for their experience so that they can do what we're doing to them.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So they can flip a switch. You know, that's just crazy to
And
me.
then also, when you're dealing with individuals that aren't anointed and aren't speaking through, you know, they aren't speaking to God.
They don't know who they
They
are.
aren't speaking to the divine. They aren't speaking to the Great Spirit right now. So when it comes down to they, you know, so you got, they're not gonna. They need this type of technology to be able to harness the emotions, the thoughts of individuals with certain connections that they do not have. And so the blockchains, you know, and yeah, I do agree that in the balance, because I use artificial intelligence right now.
ChatGPT,
Right.
boy, I love you. I love you.
All day, every day. All day, every day.
You know what's up.
Use it. Don't let it use you.
That part.
You know, once
That
it
part.
starts using you, then it's like, okay, you know.
It's
But
a
when
problem.
you're using it, then it's not. You're not like, you know, because a lot of ones they create diaries inside of there. I'm like, all right, okay, now you're giving them a lot of, you know, information and certain things like that. You don't have to do that. Now, if you use the technology for specifically what it is, whatever you put inside there, you're harnessing, you're getting data. I mean, because this is a collective engine of all of our thoughts. I mean, all of our transcribes, all of our biometrics. So we
It's
all
the
have-
same exact. Boy, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you know, so we access this data and we utilize it, you know, same way, but we use it for the benefit of our nation in different ways. But please,
No. I was saying it's the same thing. Like we are all one. We are all connected. Like the source. Period. They taking the same thing that we're doing, and they're doing it for them for this experience. And I think it's just crazy, man. And, you know, we and I love the fact that you say use it, but don't let it use you, because like if you think about it, like we are one. We create the reality of like our experience together. Like you think about when you're born, they teach you 3 things. They teach you colors. They teach you vibrations, how to speak and communicate, and they teach you like shapes. So if I put a square together, if I put a square and a triangle together, I make a house. I put a square and circles together, I make a car. Now we're forming reality, literally forming reality together through what we understand is truth and through belief or knowing, whatever you want to call it. Like this is what we're creating, and like we give that to AI. The less you have to think for yourself, the more AI thinks for you and creates your reality. It goes way bigger than like the small shit. Like we are literally, or they are, I'm not gonna say we, because they are giving up their right of like thought. They're not gonna be be thinking no more. Nobody gonna be thinking no more. They're not gonna know how to think. It sucks.
It's also not new though. You know, it's like this is what technology does. You know, like GPS. Don't nobody know how to get around.
That's funny,
Like
right?
you ask
That's real.
somebody to go from one place to another, they lost without their GPS. Like they use it every time they're in the car. Like, but that's what technology is. Like you go into a bathroom and you holding your hand under the sink waiting for the water to come out the whole time. It's knobs next to it. You know, it's like it's taking away
Yes.
like certain instincts and certain thoughts. But you know, I mean, that's what it's for. You know, it's for that. It's for technology. Pretty much nowadays is just for convenience and for people to be able to do less themselves. Like otherwise, it's like no point. That's the whole reason that they make stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
it's all about like
making life easier.
making life easier, and like it's like subconscious programming and shit like that, man. Like, so I have a question. How could the study of the metaphysical realm, metaphysics in general, do oneself, support or promote subconscious programming in a positive like manner towards like self-development, prosperity, love for the next, unity, knowledge of self?
Yeah, it's a couple of, I mean, well, get into the framework of, I mean, utilize, and it goes back to the saying of, using technology, not letting it use you, right? When you're being able to program your reality, you're using it, programming reality. It's just the same as how the ancients have used it. I mean, they're literally getting access to technology from the ancients right now. They're coming in contact with celestial beings every single day. And they don't tell you about none of the equipment that they receive, but hey, we pop up with touchscreen devices, and we pop up with this, and we pop up with that, right? So when you get into like, utilizing it for your self-mastery, it's like, okay, well, getting back to the framework of, using that for, source, okay? This is the intent. I'm picking up this device for what? Same as you're picking up a book. You pick up this book to do what? I'm going to read it. Okay, do I want to pick up this book to learn why? It's a specific book that I wanted to read. It's a specific place that I wanted to go. If you use it as directional versus for your, there's a lot of times it's used to mask, emotion, to mask, used to like, to get away from your thoughts, or used to substitute your thoughts for another reality, to merge yourself into something more diluted. I say, because in a sense, I mean, I be seeing ones even when they get on the thing, I mean, it's like, all right, like you get the surfing, but they created it like a lottery machine because we use it like a lottery. Lottery machine is like very familiar. You scroll and, oh, the next one pop up, oh, it's the next one, and keep it going and things like that. And you explore and things like that. You're exploring and you're liking, you're commenting, all these type of things like that.
Following.
Following, and now when you be able to now reshape the thought process of how you, utilize it, now you go from following to leading. Now you're leading, right? Not looking for followers, you're looking for leaders. And you're not utilizing, the system isn't using you, so whereas you got all this screen time in Instagram, or all this screen time in Twitter, and all this screen time in there, you got more screen time inside of some books, or inside some because they have so many different frameworks for how you can be able to get access to self-mastery tools online, let alone creating your own. Right. Because there's so many different tools, and creating your own form of practice. So it's like, gathering, just like if we had access to the Akashic records, which we do. We have access to the divine Akashic records. And in the Akashic records, we'd be able to pull, okay, now you're in this big library and vast pool of space. Any book that you open up can be able to transcend into your reality. Same way as your thoughts, and the same way as how you use technology. Even the way that you use your phones is still transcending into reality. If we use it as a channeling pool, because it is magic, it's a sigil. You're using, the whole screen is made out of sand, and you got, you got melanin inside the screens. You're talking about, it's blood and et cetera, et cetera. You're doing magic. If you're doing divination, just do your divination. Right. Do your work. And that's what I use it. You start using it for divination, and it becomes different. Now you get on there, you're looking up different ways of how you can be able to ascend your spirit, ascend your mind, all those different techniques. You're studying different practices from different worlds, because it's access to all around the world, knowledge. And so it's a balance in union and being able to use it. But it's like, get that information, get what you need on side those platforms and artificial intelligence, and get off of those things. Get in, get out. Get in for a specific purpose, and then once you start to build up that type of habit, then it's not like, your technology is using you, you're using it.
Yeah. For your own benefit.
Your own benefit. Yeah.
Can you kind of break down or explain to me how, the Taoist teachings can, kind of help with that understanding and expansion?
Indeed. Let's actually go into one of the books that we were going to be reading. If y'all already have your account, go to www.soulclubs.com, and you log into your Soul Club VIP, and you'll see where we at. You got your downloadable documents inside there. Download the internal, external alchemy document. But so we go into the Taoist sacred teachings in the metaphysical realm. Let's get into that. They say the dictionary describes metaphysical as the study of psychic phenomena beyond the limits of ordinary or orthodox psychology. To the Taoist alchemists, there are subtle dimensions of reality that are very tangible, and access to them is only limited by an individual's fear or ignorance. Ashe, right? So you don't run that one back all the time.
You scared of what?
Fear or ignorance, right?
No.
They say to a Taoist alchemist, there are subtle dimensions of reality that are very tangible. Subtle dimensions of reality. And access to them is only limited by an individual's fears or ignorance. Since the various theories on the nature of the mind and spirit cannot be easily verified or disproved by intellectual analysis or experimentation, sometimes certain esoteric information and teachings are ridiculed, disbelieved, and or dismissed. The advanced energy theories presented in old Chinese esoteric alchemy, Neigong is internal alchemy or internal skills, training are based upon experience. This skill of energy cultivation is neither good nor evil. It is just another aspect of manipulating life force energy. More than 25,000 years ago, the ancient Taoists constructed their views on cosmology. They perceived that all things in the world were composed of the same esoteric or same energetic vibrational substance, constantly moving and interacting. The difference between the solid and gas was due to the density of the energetic substance and how fast it interacted. The spiritual analogy was that all things in nature, in fact, all things in the universe, were made from the same energetic fabric. We quite literally are one. Right? So they're getting down to the subatomic, right, level. But then he says, paying attention to the human body, the ancient Taoist masters understood that each internal organ had a different energetic function and a different speed or interaction or vibration. This basic vibrational life force energy was named Qi. By tracing the various energies and their pathways flowing within the human body, the basic theories of Taoist alchemy and Chinese energetic medicine was born. Any person could become aware of these different energies and learn how to influence them. Exercises were therefore developed that helped to create this subtle energetic awareness, and could be used to generate or regenerate the different energies inside the body. From these exercises came the secret Neigong training. Neigong is internal alchemy, indigenous in all Chinese internal martial arts, energetic medicine, and Taoist magical systems, as well as the Iroquois. So I'm going to read this last one, right? The last one goes into, the primary goal of the Taoist disciple was to keep his or her body, energy in consistent flow and harmony with the rest of nature. After a certain level of skill and awareness was attained, the disciple learned how to harmonize his or her body with the emotions, then mind, and finally with the original spirit, Yuan Shin. Once the disciple achieved a harmonious stage, he could eventually enter the infinite space of Wu Ji and merge with the eternal Tao. Right? So it gets back into like energy.
Expand on that last part, that
Oh, yeah,
Wuji.
my bad,
Expand on
yeah.
that. We actually gonna need to read that, but I'm gonna have to break down a couple of these like paragraphs, just so other people kind of like understand. This is some real stuff right here.
Indeed.
This is some real stuff. But definitely that Wuji part. Expand on that. Could you read that again?
Yeah, so it says the primary goal of the Taoist disciple was to keep his or her body's energy in consistent flow and harmonize with the rest of nature. After a certain level of skill in nature, after a certain level of skill and awareness was attained, the disciple then learned how to harmonize his or her body with the emotions, then the mind, and finally the original spirit, Wan Shin. Once the disciple achieved this harmonious stage, he or she could eventually enter the infinite space of Wu Ji and merge with the eternal Tao. So Wu Ji, the word Wu Ji is very powerful because that goes into another Taoist and sacred terms. When they get into without what they say without limit, Wu Ji is like the infinite space, a sacred space. And it's just like when you're going into space.
It's tell somebody, get out my Wuji. Get out my Wuji. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you my Wuji, baby.
Without limits, you inside the Wuji now. Wuji now, you inside Wuji. Well, they say doubt. Well, you say doubt. You say what? You say we can't do something. What? Oh, inside the Wuji.
Inside the Wuji.
Inside the Wuji, we don't talk like that.
Okay, I like
speak
that.
like that.
I'm taking
That's common talk. We don't speak common talk. We speak uncommon. Without limit, the Wuji originally referred to the infinity, but came to mean the primordial universe, prior to the supreme ultimate state of being. The supreme ultimate state of being is
prior
Wuji.
to the universe.
Prior to the supreme ultimate state of being. So it's not prior to the universe.
So it's a prior
Is
to
the
what?
universe. It is the universe, the primordial universe, prior to the supreme ultimate state of being.
Which will be
Supreme.
experience.
I guess from the primordial universe spans the supreme ultimate state of being, which would be the first developed. If you would think about the original man, the original woman, right?
Right.
I don't think the original man, the original woman was sitting around walking around like I and I here.
Right.
No, we are diluted.
100%.
Yeah, like,
100%.
right? So you're talking about the supreme ultimate state of being. This is getting back to the original mind.
This will be before wanting to have the experience of understanding self.
We are
Straight
born
raw. Straight raw.
Yeah, I think so. I think we are born knowledge, right? When there came a certain time, conditioning came in a framework of colonialism, colonization. But we are born knowledge, and then we grow into wisdom. Wisdom is the experience of knowledge. And then from wisdom we have understanding. But knowledge is, I think we came out, you come into a certain space, you come in certain space knowledge, and then conditioning creates the conditions of wisdom. But your condition of knowledge was based off, it's like they kind of go hand in hand, right? So I think even when it comes to like original state of beings, they were grown differently. They weren't as like we come out you come out the womb, they getting smacked on the rise and all those type of things like that, and, come on, it's so traumatizing. Our birthing experience nowadays is so traumatizing. They come out, they want to stamp you. They say, "Look, hold up,
Give
man.
me your soul. Give me the soul."
They say, "Man, all that." You talk about the mom about to die in the bed. Like what? Nigga? What? You talk about what? Please, bro, put that foot on this paper. You
Give me
talk
the
about
soul.
you don't got no internal organs. The doctor messed up and cut your coochie out.
You just arrived.
I don't know what y'all talking about right now.
They said they want that Bond, bro. They don't want nothing else but that James Bond, that John Hancock on that paper. They don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to hear nothing. You say you got what? You said, look, epidural. They put dope inside
give
these women
me,
nowadays.
give
man.
me what you got.
They'll
I
look-
want everything you got.
Look, they tell you, they don't even tell you what's inside the medicine. That's the worst part. These women, they had these women and empresses taking epidurals, and it's dope inside your spine. Like
Is
that's
it?
literally
That is
dope.
crazy.
It's dope.
It would make sense.
They
It
call
makes
it
sense.
morphine, but morphine is dope. It's literally dope inside the spine that numbs your spine, and then they give you medicine and to get you hooked on Percocet, all these type of things like that, Percocet, everything like that.
Yeah,
You know, the whole framework.
it's fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, it seemed like hold on.
I'm looking at this this document you got up here. Crazy. Nah, look, I'm looking at this document you got up here, and I'm looking at the image
Yeah.
of the hand, and he like pulling the flame. But
Yeah,
you know, I
that's
used to do
using
that
sheet
all the
energy.
time when I was a little kid, man.
Yes, sir.
But I didn't know, what I was doing. But
Yeah, that's using
all the
chi
time.
energy, bro.
all the time.
You know. All right, so let's say
This,
thank
this
you.
goes back to what I was talking about knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If I had people letting me know these kind of things, then I could have been somewhere else right now.
I mean, if you had to understand that it was possible,
Yeah.
instead of people telling you that shit is not possible,
I could be a
like
firebender right now.
I'm exactly what I be flying by now. If somebody like I said it, cause I keep saying it. The niggas be telling me I can't. People, I'm sorry. Yeah, catch it myself.
Balance.
Catch yourself.
Balance is
I'm sorry. I got way
You
up,
have children
way up.
and adults and families.
I'm
watching.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Balance.
I'm so sorry, guys.
I did say the C word earlier, so
What's the word?
please let's not go back into the silences. Like I do apologize. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw inside my apologies now. But let's get back. Returning to the original nature
Just
is
want to
what we
apologize to all the
right?
people I offended a few moments ago. We won't get into specifics, but I'm sure there were a few people who may have been offended. So this is my disclaimer that didn't mean anything.
I do
by it.
apologize, my sisters. I do my emphasis, my goddesses. Yeah, I do mean well. I want us to, perfect our birthing experience and understand that it's a sacred journey, and that that all our women are, we can have our births at home. You ain't gotta be like no doctor and all those type of things like that. Babylon system tell you gotta be. You could be a midwife doula right now. You could take care and you could give birth to your child at home any way you like to. You could create that sacred ceremony for bringing life into. But let's get back to returning to the original nature. So I'm gonna go ahead and read back into the sacred scripts.
Hold up. Before you do that, I wanted to tap into that one part. It talked about nature. It talked about understanding nature, and then understanding emotion in order to be able to access. You know what I'm saying? That one part.
Understanding nature and understanding emotion. Yeah, harmonizing your body with your heart. So they say after a certain level of skill and awareness is attained, the disciple learns how to harmonize the body with the emotions, then mind, and finally with the original spirit, Wan Shin. Prior to that, the disciple was learned to keep the energies consistent with the flow and harmonized with the rest of nature. So, keeping it consistent, nature is still, nature is the more, you go into nature and watch how still and divine nature is, from the flowing of the water, from the trees, from the stars, and then watch how everything becomes alive. It's so silent, but yet so loud, It's an infinite space, a very infinite space. And so, but yeah, indeed. Let's definitely get into the science. We gotta call in. It seems like we gotta call in.
We gotta call in.
Yeah, we haven't got no break on this one. We haven't got no break on the call.
Let's go with the call in.
Yeah, Divinity, greetings. Welcome to A Night of Soul. Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh, Divinity, greetings. We'd like to welcome you to A Night of Soul. What's your name, my brother? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
I listening to your audio, and I really appreciate the conversation, the dialogue. Very relevant to the time. So my question is, if we talking the artificial and the natural, and we speaking on, let's see, how the artificial can be used as a positive tool. If we're gonna relate that to women and the artificial, let's see, the artificial enhancements, the artificial sex tools, the artificial everything outside of the natural. Are we going to be able to come up with a balance or a positive in these situations, in these scenarios as well?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah, that's powerful. Yeah, that's very powerful. I can cite that. I think that. Well, thank you, Brother Johnson, for calling in. I like to say, I definitely think that we will want to be able to give that sacred space to the empresses when it comes to, the reverting back to that natural ways. I see there's so many different realms when it comes to womb healing, crown healing, ancestral healing, wound trauma healing. They have so many different variations, into gaining, back that natural liberation. But I always say, nature is the best healer. And when a lot of the empresses and also divine masculine, we revert back to, our source in nature, we become to harmonize ourselves. So, I mean, when it comes to that aspect of it with women's and what they're doing with their bodies nowadays in the day and day, I'm not really too... can't really bridge a comment on that aspect of it, but what I can say is that I do encourage the empresses to pursue a natural state. I'm not too interested in gelatin booty. I'm good. I'm okay. I don't need,
Y'all are.
I'm alright. I don't need Silicon Valley. I'm good, Sistran. I'm okay. I mean, I already have to deal with so much, right?
I'm good, sister. I already got to deal with so much. I don't want to add that to my list.
Yeah, right. I have something else in my agenda. You're talking about your whole Ross fall out, please. You're not going to...
It's not going to fall out. It's going to be like...
I've seen videos, man, of the booty, right? The thing can turn upside down. The thing can move. So it's like a thing, and it can turn upside down. So you can only imagine. All right, so let's get into this.
That got to be like uncomfortable for them.
Yes, sisters, we know the doggone thing is going to eventually dilute your body over a certain period of time. So we do not encourage any bullshit.
Hold on. Sister Jen, let me say this. I accept you for who you are. Okay, do you what you want? Look. You did.
I was like, I just personally.
I don't want no parts of that. Yeah, but y'all do what you want to do. I love you regardless. I accept you for that.
See, that's why he was antagonistic.
He came really trying to start some problems. I love you for you, and like you decide to do what you want to do for yourself, whatever makes you happy, you should do that. You should follow your heart. But at the same time, just know that down the line, if anything is to occur, we have them systems to make sure that we good out.
So like because we want to create those now. So I'm not gonna say create. We already have created those sacred spaces, for natural healing. We want you to be able to journey into many variations of natural healing because we love you just the way you are, sister.
100%.
We love you just the way you are, sister and empress. We don't need nothing. We don't need all that extra thing. We want you to come forward, body and all, coming from the divine, the Most High.
Body and all, baby.
Whole fullness, right? We don't care what you do, right? So you do whatever you need. It's necessary, but we want to be able to balance it because we want to encourage the next generation of young empresses to be able to pursue a more natural journey because the chemicals are now getting more detrimental to your body and they're going to be able to affect long time things. You don't want these sisters. I had a conversation with a sister and she was a young sister and just coming out of high school and she thought she had to go get a fake bottom, and I'm like, Sister.
You just got out of school?
Yeah,
Like high school?
you know, it's not. And you look, you know, bad girls club making them want to be bad girl. You know, they want to be bad girl. It's no problem. You know, I support, you know, Krishan and, you know, all them sisters and things like that. You know, I just say that, you know, in that, you know, when they see it, they like, okay, well, I want me a, you know, a hind part. You know, and so they go and get themselves. They want to now. I had to talk a sister out of. She's a model, looking beautiful. I'm like, you know, and she. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about getting. I'm like, look, sister, you don't need none of that, right? And you know, but if you whatever you know suit your spirit, you know, but you know, just know you don't need that. We don't need you to. We don't need you to do that. We should actually, as all, you know, the brethren should start to come together collectively and start to, like, you know, create a united front, because the only reason they're doing is, you know.
But don't say that, boy, because you know they gonna start saying something about that. Nah, let them do it. Let them do this for themselves because they want to do it. I'm just saying, like, yo, we can be real about it, but like, let them do it for themselves because they want to do it. Even though we know what it's really for, you know. Society sets the standard.
Act like I was actually just going into the brethren that encourage the mentality, because you know certain frameworks that, you know, the industry creates that framework, you know, where sisters, they come in and they tell them that they aren't enough when the sisters are already beautiful. That's more the framework I was building on, not the, you know, the other aspect of it.
Did we switch to another topic?
It comes with.
Did we move from metaphysical?
No, we had a caller call in, and the caller was
Set us up.
right, our brother set us up.
Set us up.
Recognize the whole
Hey,
thing,
loyal.
right?
Hey, loyal.
He set us up, Bridget.
But you know, like, I want to get on the fact, because you know, like, at the end of the day, what it boils down is to, you know, knowledge of self. You know, knowing self, being able to accept self and being able to love self for who they are. You know, like, that's the one thing that's like is lacking, because like you're idolizing people that like that has, I guess, everything that you quote unquote want, but we idolize material things.
Yes.
But we don't like really care about the next person. We need to like just love self and love each other. That'll take us way further.
Empress, look, we love you. Empress, we love you. And my brothers that need love too. Look, I'm gonna tell
Empress,
you.
we love you. We love you, Empress.
We love you.
Yes, we do. We love you, Empress.
Where you are, we need you.
Where you are, we need you,
Empress. You know?
Empress. Yes.
I'm gonna say Empress.
Yes, Empress.
Yes, right.
Yes.
I just want to say that the opinions of
He's not saying that he loves the
these
Empresses,
fellow
though.
brothers
He's not
does
saying it.
not include
Say you love them,
me or my opinion.
but tell them you love them, sir.
They belong
You
to
love
them.
the Empresses.
Yes. I don't know what they're talking about, but, you know, I'm just going to say you can do whatever you want to do. And I'm ending right there.
Hey, bro.
You can do
Look, I'm at
if you want to have
the goddess community.
epidural,
Sistren.
do
We
it.
ain't trying to
You want to wear a wig, do it.
I see your
If you want to
podcast.
have surgery, do it. I don't know what they talking about, but you can do whatever you want to do. And that's the end of that.
Yo, brethren, that's the whole show, bro.
I wasn't around for the caller,
Metaphysical,
but what I stepped in on.
That's
all I have to say.
He came up here to start some stuff, and then like,
okay. And we leave the lines open for y'all to call in. We don't have no problem. This
I don't know. We gonna have to watch these surprise calls. We gonna have to ask him what he talking about. What you talking about first?
Man, look, man. Yo, you see the sweat on our face.
You don't have nobody screening the calls?
Watching this right now. You see he say. From the bottom of my heart.
I love you and I accept you. We love you, Empresses. We love you.
On another
We love
note,
you.
it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes,
Is it really?
Yeah,
it's men's mental health awareness one.
yeah.
Okay.
That might not be the exact wording.
How about it be everybody?
But that's
mental
the
health
feeling
awareness?
of
We
what
all
it
need
is.
mental health awareness. We need
Yeah.
to like care about ourselves.
So
But-
you know, some of us brothers need a little bit of help. So
Yeah, we do. No,
That's
I
real.
agree.
That's real. That's a fact.
Forgive us.
I agree.
You know what it is? Cause I had to talk to my brother the other day, man. We literally was just like, yo, we need to talk more. You know, like, yo, we don't be wanting to talk, man. Don't be talking about their problems. Don't be talking about like the sensitive things. I'm talking about their feelings. I know it's something that I'm like working on doing, but it's a hard thing to do to express sometimes, man. Like,
I be thinking sometimes, yeah, we do be expressing, we do be having to express some emotions, right? But at a certain time, we had to also create ourselves a certain sacred space because we are a representation of a nation, right?
Mhm.
It cannot be me, you know, like, yeah, I understand, you know, we need to be healing and sacred, and not on no public thing where we on a public platform displaying our weaknesses for the
hell no, everybody don't need to know what you're going
to,
through.
like, you know, to then they be sitting up there like, oh, we sitting up there doing a talk show on like, you know, I just, you know, my lady, you know, just
start crying up.
listening to deep mind software to your lady to react to you. And so, yeah, we know where to get them at now. So there's certain things you want to balance. You don't want to give the internet too many things. Let's create the tools for mental health and the healing of ourselves and things like that. And then also those sacred spaces because, again, we are in a representation of a nation, even though people don't want to represent us right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they don't want to represent us right now. So
100%.
so we gotta be solid representation and hold firm because we have to understand that there's always a balance. There's a space to be able to process your emotions. There's a space to be able to process your right. And so yeah, it is.
Don't go out here, you know, saying everything to the world. The world don't need to know your problems. But like the people that love you, the people that care about you, people that's in your corner, like create that space and like don't be scared to like, you know, like express yourself because like yo, you can't do it by yourself. And I'm wanting to talk, but I'm talking to myself. You can't do it by yourself. You need to like express to people that love you. Cause they got you, you're not alone. You know, there's a lot of times people feel like they don't have anybody.
Yeah.
Especially men, you know, we beat ourselves up.
Yeah, and
We
that's,
beat outside, boy. I will go through the mud
yeah, I know.
if I say a goddamn thing, boy. It's a
I
problem.
don't see nothing.
I was watching something. I forget the brother's name. I don't know. One of the famous people. So I can't give him credit, but anyway. Oh, what's the guy? He's like a basketball player. He was married.
LeBron James.
No, he was married to a singer. He's on like a popular show right now. He's very tall.
Dwight Howard.
No, he's on like.
I don't know basketball. I'm just naming niggas. I'm naming stuff.
No, he's young. He's like a new guy.
He got
Tiana Taylor is his wife.
Oh,
Yes.
Iman Shumpert.
Yeah, so
Iman.
I would have never got that boy name.
yeah, he was
I
doing
don't know.
Like,
something.
dancing, I know. I heard about Dancing with the Stars, right?
I don't watch.
He
I don't
definitely
watch
did
that.
a very nice job. We commend the brother for doing an excellent job in the dance recital.
Yeah, but anyway, so he had like I guess he has a podcast or something like that. But he was talking about how like barbershops are like the first therapy for young black men. You know, like it's really like the first place you feel comfortable to go and express yourself and talk to somebody. You know?
Everybody's open doing it.
Yeah, and I thought I was like, man, that's real. Like, the barbershop definitely is therapy. But all of these services, you know.
Yeah,
So I just want to say there are sacred spaces out here for you. You know,
Yes,
you just have to
indeed.
change your perspective. You know, there's the House of Soul for one. You know,
Indeed.
and
Zen in the
a
city.
few different areas. There's Zen in the City. You know, so there's a few different places that you can go and express yourself and be accepted as well. So.
Hey, since we brought up haircuts, I'm gonna tell you a situation, right? Hey, look, check it, right? Look,
Take the red cup.
Let's talk about so look, check it. I'm gonna take a journey into this, right? Cause I don't know my father, but right, he can't. So, but my mom has suspected a brethren, right? And this is the funniest story of my life. I tell you, mother, I love you so much. I'm just gonna tell this story in love, and you know we love each other. Come on, look, please. But check
This
it,
is
right?
sounding
the
like a
brother-
story he shouldn't tell.
He better get in trouble for this one.
I was
You might
in
wanna
my,
rethink it.
because I
better
just
pop
thought
this
about it.
gold,
You
yeah.
said barbershops in your sacred space. I said, look, man, I had a brethren. Let me tell you one story. Look, I was in the barber. He was. So they found out mind you, the brother had reached out on on Facebook or whatever, and he found my mom, and this is the funniest thing alive. And so they organized a whole meetup and everything like that for real. And so I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Well, all right, let's do it. All right, that's a bet. Let's do it. So we meet up. We go down to a restaurant. We meet, and so I met
Hold
the
on,
brother.
pause. Just to make sure I'm following. You said a brother reached out to your mom?
It was supposed to be my father, right?
Oh, okay,
so
got
it's,
it.
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
supposed
Okay.
to. I just call.
I got you.
I just say a brother because
Okay, go ahead.
know?
Go ahead.
I'm like I'm like the Jesus story. Like when how Mary came. I think my mom was like Mary. Like, I came through. It was like boom.
Surprise!
Shabazz. Shabazz. So someone tried to claim rights in possession. So a brother tried to come through and claim rights in possession.
Yeah,
right?
you are silly.
Check it, right? So he
Funny.
come through, and we meet at the restaurant. We meet at the restaurant. She's like, yeah, it's Ricky, and I'm like, all right, what's going on, brother? We meet, and it was pretty odd because I was like 20 something at the time. I'm like 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm a grown man. I'm running a whole district. I'm youngest. You remember the second oldest black man social club in the nation? I'm like, bro, please let me take you around town, show you some things, bro. And it was cool. And he was a barber, and it was a beautiful thing, right? And so I remember it like it was yesterday. My mom had told him, she was like, yeah, because you ain't been here, it was like 20-something years, you owing free haircuts. He was like, all right. And so I started coming to get haircuts from his house. First of all, the free, he was with conditions. You ain't, hold up. Every time he came, he say, oh, you ain't got no money yet? You ain't got no, that was one, right? It was this one time we sit in the chair, right? I sit in the chair. I'm like, I hold a meditation. So it's supposed to be our sacred space in the barber shop. But mind you, it's his barber shop. So, I'm like, all right, so we holding a meditation. I'm getting a haircut. He was like, yeah, man, so, your mom be playing a lot of games. I mean, this brother's shaping up my head right now. He hit me. So imagine getting shaping up. He's like, your mom's be playing a lot of games. You just... she was pregnant when she came down there to visit me. I was like, okay, so what that mean? He's like, I think we should get a paternity test. I'm like, mind you, my 23-year Ross, he talk about, I look up at him, if you don't finish my haircut, I ain't talked to that brother ever since that day. We ain't talked ever since that
And
day.
I ain't got another haircut.
And I ain't got another haircut since. You see it. I ain't got another hair. I ain't let a Ross, brother. I was traumatized by
I
that.
ain't got another haircut.
Brother gonna tell me get a paternity test, giving me a shape up. You lucky I ain't have a bald spot. Jump out that chair, brother. But again, safe spaces. Safe spaces. Because eventually, after that experience with the whole father thing, I started gaining a deeper connection to the spiritual realms, spiritual transformation and divine realms. So my father and started. I started speaking to the divine father. Through because who could actually live up to the expectations of Shabazz, right? Especially Al-Malik Zulu. Ain't no way you're gonna be able to live up to that, right? So my expectations might have been a little bit different. So I had the pleasure of creating, the vision of what I wanted to see. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, I'm experiencing it. Oh, it's the stars. Oh, the stars coming down and speaking to me. Oh, it's everybody. Oh, I'm speaking to the divine through every single one. Oh, I'm speaking through God through. Oh, I don't need a father. Yeah, and so it's a balance. So I gotta let me show y'all something. Go ahead. The brethren gonna show y'all something. I know we getting into a little.
Yeah, you do it.
Come on, you want me to do it? I'll do it. You do
it the best. You do it best. Look at him. Check him out.
We welcome you to the Grand Lotus. So this is House of Soul Grand Lotus. Echinacea, hibiscus, elderberry, peppermint, deliciousness. you can get this a house sold at 3224 Bel Air Road. Just call us at 754-777-9439. The Soul Elixirs.
Soul Elixirs.
Soul Elixirs.
Soul Elixirs.
Immortality Elixirs.
Immortality Elixirs.
Come on.
They ain't ready.
Come on.
Yeah, you ready? Just come on, come get one, baby.
We had to. Come on, brethren. Come on, brethren. Come on. I was sipping it out of a red cup because we were portioning it. We was portioning it. We was portioning it. So let's get back into the sciences, though. I'm gonna keep that right there. Y'all can see that.
I didn't try it, but it does smell
You tried
good.
it?
No, I didn't.
You ain't tried it?
But it smells good.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Smells delicious. You got a cup?
I do.
Smells delicious. You got a cup?
I'm cool on
Brand
the,
Lotus,
on the
bro.
immortality. I prefer to stay mortal. Gonna pass on the immortality.
Well, look, let me tell you something. I'll take some immortality any day. I do, but that word immortality does give a little zing in this world nowadays, right? Because you got so many people that have been accustomed to this heaven and hell mentality, and death and life, mortality and immortality. I mean, when we get down to the essence of our soul, we're talking immortality, right? We're talking about life being some macabre vehicle in the realm of the physical inside our body, in which it diminishes based on our thoughts. If you think, so have you. So as thy thinketh, so as thy be. So as thy speaketh, so as thy be. Or whatever they say. It's a balance.
Look, I came up with this theory the other day, right? I said, what if you can live as long as you want, but the reason we die is because of like our mental state. It's like we just feel like we tired of being here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like we just get tired of being here, and so it's like our body just starts to diminish from that, you know what I'm saying? But if you
65 days,
like, you know what I'm saying, want to be here and you want to be, healthy and you want to be whatever, you can probably live as long as you want, honestly. Like, I mean, you need the foods and, you need the fuel as well, but it's other things that come with it, the exercise and all that too. But, you know what I'm saying, like, just that will keep your spirit enough to keep your body intact,
Yeah, I guess to answer your question, I know I heard it a little bit. I think age. Look, come on, man. Age is the same thing as time. If time don't exist, age don't exist. You sit up there counting your birthdays, and every time you count a birthday, you get older, right?
That's like you singing it. Ritualistically.
Come on.
I'm such and such years old now.
Right.
I'm such and such. You do it 3 times.
Birth means the docking of a ship. The birth means the docking of a ship. So you're talking about, like anytime, every day we birth, every year, birthday, you're basically telling yourself you're getting older. You're telling yourself I can say, okay, yeah, let's grow into an extent. Once we get to a certain age of growth, ain't no more counting no more. I ain't about to be counting, once past 21. You 21 and things like that, and then you got 21, 22, all those type of things. Go ahead, pick the spot that you want to stop at. And things like that. If you want to use it in that framework, go ahead. I want to stop at 30. All right, well, you go ahead and you stop at 30, and you'll be 30 for the next 900 years, And
yeah, I was 30 for a while.
Yeah, right.
I was. Honestly, man, like, I celebrate my birthday so I don't forget how old I am, because I'll be 30 for 10, 20 years, man.
I'm saying years old now.
I'm telling you, like, people be like, how old are you? And I'll be like, I'm 30. Then I have to think about it, like, damn, I'm not 30, I'm 35. Or I'm 37. Like,
Oh, oh, okay. So you stopped at 30, but you
Like mentally, like it was just like, you know how somebody asks you like how old you are.
okay.
Like the first thing that would come to my mouth would be like 30.
30.
But then I would have to think about it like I'm not
Okay.
30. you
So
know?
even if you was like 38, you should be like, I'm 30.
Yeah, I would be like 30, but then I'd be like, damn, I'm not
Like
30.
you don't round it to
I'm
the
38.
nearest tenth.
No.
So, you know, when it comes to like
Crazy.
age
man.
and shit like that. Slap your knee. That's what they slap us.
He mad as shit when you turn 36.
So,
You talking about?
so I was 30 last year.
I'm 40. I'm 40. I'm 40.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, you good.
Please, please, please.
Nah, when we talk about like, you know, age and shit like that, so I got a thing, I got a belief or a knowing that, you know, I can choose the age that I want to go. So I like, it's kind of like, you know, staying 30. Only like I want to go. I want my minimum right now to be 222, and I know that the way that I can achieve that is by, you know, looking at myself 15 years in the future. Who is that person, and bringing him here, right now. The faster I'm able to do that, if I can do that in 2 years, then I just extended my life by 15 years in 2 years. You know. And then if I can do that once I get that person, I can do it again 15 more years. And so on and so on and so on. So I'm able to do that shit within months. Then I control my age.
Yeah.
I can live however long I want to live. It's just the conscious maturity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the conscious maturity through that experience.
Yeah.
You know, how many years can I go through in this 1 year? You know, how many lessons and experiences can I gain in this 1 year to get me to the person that I look forward to being? And as soon as I get to him, I need to look forward more. Because that guy needs to go. And I'm slipping out. That guy needs to grow.
He good.
You know? So, that's what I do. I think that's a different perspective.
Yeah. You know what else you can do to save those years?
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
Soul elixir.
It's so elixir.
Immortality.
Immortality.
Let me say it in my Shabazz voice. Yes, empresses.
That was silly.
Please. Soul elixir.
Yes, sir.
We love you. We love you, empresses. In my Shabazz voice.
In my Shabazz voice.
75.
Come get some 9439.
Call us.
Yes, sir. Hey, so we got another caller that just called in.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Silly callers. Let's see.
Off the block. I mean, hey, look, y'all gonna let us know if we should accept this call or not. I mean,
What are you talking about?
we could go back into the sciences. I don't know what they talking about, but we gonna wait till they call back in because we were talking while they called. So hold on 1 second. Let me get into the sciences though before we get to. Oh, he called right back. Let's see what we got here. Greetings. Hold on. Oh, stop. I be forgetting this is Google Voice. See, my bad, y'all. All right, so greetings. We welcome you to the Night of Soul.
Hey, greetings. I was just calling in again. I really enjoyed the speech, but I also wanted to build on what was being said about the age. I just had a question and see if you brothers could speak on, you know, what the dynamic of sexual intimacy in regards to the extension or the shortening of one's lifespan through the energy exchange that comes through, you know, the exchange of those energies.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's powerful. That's powerful. I love that one. Yeah, so hey, look, I don't know if y'all heard about this word they call tantra, right? But I'm going to get into it. Because I hear a lot. So there's a couple of different frameworks that you could be able to approach that. Semen retention is what a lot of ones discuss. I like to go into the realm of tantra because that sexual energy is used for magic and very sacred matters. And so let's get into the definition of the word tantra. right? So Tantra, right? Let me see. Tantra is what they call, they say an expansion device, a salvation spreader, loom, weave, warp. It's an esoteric yogic tradition that developed in the, what they called, I'm not getting into to say those things like that, but let's get into, so say Tantra also means broadly applicable text theory, system, method, instrument, technique, or practice. A key feature of these traditions is used as mantras, and thus they are commonly referred to as. Let's get into the science of it, because it has many different definitions. But they use these different words: loom, warp, weave, to extend, to spread, to spin out, to weave, display, put forth, all those things. And I wanted to read those synonyms first before you actually get into the actual definition of the tantric journey, right? Because they have many different forms of tantra. Like even when you get into the framework of, they have sexual tantra, but then they also have energetic tantra and things like that. That's not sexual, but it's still orgasmic, right? And then they have different aspects of tantra that is like what they say is a form of internal alchemy, inner technology. And so in which they say these are subjective methods, not objective methods. But in the current understanding in society, the word tantra refers to a very orthodox or socially unacceptable methods. It's just certain aspects are used in a certain way. It is not any different from yoga, right? So tantra is used in a framework of yoga. And I only break this down because we have to have intentional sacred experiences. You understand? Because we get into and we journey into these realms and we create intentional. So I could say, yes, you would dilute yourself when you're having thoughtless, sacred connections. But when you're having these sacred connections with the intentions to ascend, your mind and body is aligned, and you're using it as a yogic principle to be able to ascend. Both for ones. Things like that, because again, when one or more is present, the divine is two or more is present. The divine is present. So you're inviting ancestors into your sacred union. You're inviting bonds into your sacred union. You're merging spirits. You're merging ancestries. So it's more beyond just more of a just an encounter, but more of a transcendence and an alchemy of sorts, right? Yeah. And so when we start to see inside those different frameworks, even when it comes to the accumulation of foods that we eat, all the way down to the foods that we eat, to the thoughts that we're thinking, are you thinking the right thoughts when you are ejaculating? Right? When you're orgasming, are your thoughts aligned in a certain space? What are you thinking about? Because what you're thinking about at that time has the ability to manifest in various forms. Regardless if you're thinking about you can trust her or not, regardless if you're thinking about your higher purpose, your goals, if you're thinking about both of your higher purpose and goals, you think about family matters, if you're thinking about something that happened into the street, now you're all aggressive and things like that, right? These things play a lot into our sexual experience, and so when it comes down to, that's
transmutation, transmutation.
Come on.
Yeah.
They go into, so they say, the individuals that have like sexual needs and all those type of things like that, and it'd be like, all these type of things like that. It's a sacred experience, right? That's like a natural thing. A woman will tell you exactly what she needs. Her body will tell you exactly what she wants. You don't have to create all these different mechanisms to, I usually do this. I do this. I do this. I do this. You're inside a very spiritual realm where things happen naturally. So it's not a certain thing to whereas you have to try to do anything. Yeah. It's more like, we doing this. This is what we doing. This is what our body wants. You can't control what the body wants. And the body wants it. It's going forward. And they say, the human mechanism is a composite of the physical body, an accumulation of food to consume, the mental body, the software and memory part that makes individuals function in specific ways, and the energy body, the fundamental part of these two are housed. What is beyond this is non-physical. You know, the compulsive and cyclical nature of the body and mind render themselves a barrier for higher possibilities. Tantra is to go beyond, so that compulsiveness of the body and mind does not keep us trapped in our limitations. You can use Tantra to be able to ascend past the limitations of your mind, your body, and your spirit, as long as the two individuals are aligned in spirit, right? I mean, you have one person thinking about you cheating on them, and you know, you thinking about this, the ascension of your mind. Yes, your spirit gonna meet you right in the middle.
100%.
Right?
100%.
What you think is gonna come 1st? When you think you're gonna be rewarded first, or you think the fact that, you know, she feels like you've been cheating on is gonna come first? No, right after that, you're gonna be laying down in the bed, and she gonna be like, yo, I saw a message in your phone. You know, and you know, I saw it. She gonna go right into it, and then afterwards, you know, you heal a certain thing, then you can get to the next level of things like that.
Sounds like
for
you're
real.
speaking from experience, brother.
I am. I am, bro. It's tantric, bro.
You know, it's crazy.
You learn things. You only can learn from. I'm only speaking through wisdom. I speak through wisdom because I learned how to control my tantric energy. I know. Okay, all right. Let me see. You telling me that, you know, if I'm sitting up here eating crazy, I'm all big belly and things, you know, eating, or if I'm thinking crazy or whatever and things like that, you think you thinking the experience is going to go divine, right? I'm not going to just talk about myself. I'm just thinking about all things. You know, I always just talk about the spiritual aspect of Tantra, because that's the ascension of we can be able to ascend to immortal places, to, you know, sacred places, if our thoughts are aligned.
How to tap into.
You know how to tap into the thing. That's why I always look. I be having hertz frequencies, all type of things on. I create a thing like a ritual, right? And I always understand, like, you know, like, imbalance of all the things that are surrounding I and I. So yeah, if you thinking about my phone and what I'm doing inside my phone, or what I'm doing inside these things like that, we obviously not getting into a sacred experience right now.
Yeah,
we gotta handle that.
And you know, like
Let's handle that first.
That's why it's so important to, like, you know, even go into these experiences like with that perception or that perspective, because, like, you know, intimacy is the emergence of consciousness. Like, we are literally emerging our consciousness as we do this.
Bro,
so, like,
yeah,
everything that you got is coming on me, and everything I got is coming on you. I don't have to take all of it, but, like, you leave a piece of yourself with anybody that you interact with, no matter what. Like, you leave a piece. So, like, while you out here making these, like, pointless ass ties, if I can't see myself, like, you know, at least rocking with you on a level to build, I don't need to, like, dabble up inside you, okay, baby. I don't need to do it, baby. I need to stay away from that one, baby. It ain't for me, baby. It might be for me, but I might want it, but I don't need it, baby. I don't need it, baby. I don't need it. I don't need it.
There's certain spiritual faculties that you have to be able to meet, but spiritual requirements that you have to be able to meet to enter inside my sacred space, let alone my aura. You feel what I'm saying? You know, before you even get to my auric field, you gotta meet certain requirements. You meet certain empresses that don't even feel comfortable shaking my hands. You know? What are you talking about? Don't touch me.
Looking at you crazy
Don't
and
touch
shit.
me. You're not ready.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You're not ready.
You know?
You're not ready.
It's true.
That's
you know,
real.
we can send ones into a space of spiritual transformation, and if they're not ready to transform, you're only doing certain levels of alchemy on. I mean,
You end up hurting the person.
yeah, you come
You
on.
end up hurting them.
Yeah.
You know?
Alchemy is turning base metals into gold. You probably turn a base metal into a rock. Salt. See, now this person's salty. Sodium phosphate.
Now this person's salty. Yeah, but that's the reality of it, man. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks, but that's the reality of it.
Bro. It's alchemy, man.
People get curious, they get scared. They even get scared, curious, or like excited to like explore. But like 9 times out of 10, you are intimidated or you just like scared. You might be curious.
Yo, and you know the
You might
crazy
be
thing is,
curious.
the experience of our it's like it's we're living in a world of hypersexual.
So y'all saying that y'all never just fuck the chick to fuck her? I'm sorry. Am I allowed to say that?
No,
Yeah, your curse word, but
your
you
curse
know,
word.
you
I'm
know,
sorry.
Yeah, but
Scratch that. So y'all saying that y'all never just screw the chick just to screw her?
Intimate, just being intimate, just to be intimate. I've done that on countless times, and like it's not something that I would do right now no more. I don't see the point. If you ain't got like the mental, you don't got like if you can't feed me the way I want to be fed, then there's no point in me like dabbling into you. I don't want to do that. There's no point.
yeah, and I feel the balance. Am I in conscious states? Like I second with the branch. Am I in conscious states?
So what y'all on that Steve Harvey? Y'all wait 90 days.
90 days.
Y'all wait 90 days.
No,
I need to get to know you a little bit more.
I still need to get to know you, but baby, like if it aligns, like you said before, my body want my body.
Sister, we have only been on 15 dates.
9 times. If I'm waiting 90 days, and then I'm playing games. So I'm waiting 90 days. I'm playing games with you.
It's timelessness. Once you have a certain energetic and spiritual connection with a one, all those time things, they
This shit don't matter.
exist.
I fell in love in one night with a chick. I wanted to date with one chick on the chick. I fell in love with one night. I love you. She said I love you. I said yeah, baby.
Just trying to
What you
provide some
talking about?
clarity
That shit just be
for
lying.
your
It said
viewers.
she needed an accountability partner, and you know what? And look what I became. I said, you need to be accountable, huh? You know.
I'm a big accountability.
Yeah, we're gonna be accountable, all right? And she came, and we,
Yeah, it was accountable.
Yeah, we was accountable. It was right there, love at first sight. It started with a massage, and then you're happy ever after.
That shit, that's how it happens. Like they be the best ones though. Like the ones you don't really put no thought into, man.
Thing, once you got a spiritual connection and divinity,
It's over. It's over.
Ain't all those limits.
The spiritual connections are different, baby. I can tell. Baby, what's wrong? Cause I feel you right now. Are you crying, baby? Like, are you sad to somebody else who wronged you right now? Not even pull up. Like, what's up? Cause like, I woke up and the last thing I heard in my dream was you calling my name, baby. Like, what's up? Cause I'm feeling you right now, girl. Like,
my stomach started grumbling, and she called my phone and said, "You hungry?"
yeah, baby. Girl, you boy.
Shoot at your bill.
Where you at?
That's what I like
Where you at? Right here, right now. Cause you know what? I am hungry, baby.
Yeah, come on.
Pull up on me.
Guys,
Keep
Pull
that
up. Come here.
Today, I say, look, Sistren, I'm hungry.
I didn't eat what I want to eat, baby, because you calling me, asking me the right questions.
offering me the
You
right
know, I need the
meals.
right nourishment, sustenance, baby, give me that. You know what I'm saying? I need a to-go plate, baby. Fill up the cup. Give me the cup. Let me know shit. We getting too crazy. Go back. Go back. It's getting crazy over here. Let's go back.
Started it.
Y'all on your 90s R&B. I'm gonna let you be on your 90s R&B.
777-9439. House of Soul.
So 90s R&B?
Actually, I was going back to 70s. I don't know. Y'all was. Baby, I drink your bath water, baby.
Oh, I'm not drinking no bath water. Hell no.
That connection. You know how many skin.
That's so dirty. I'm not drinking no bath water.
Booty juice.
Hell no.
What? Ew.
Maybe I roll over. Listen, I lay down in a jacket so you can roll over a puddle.
I'm good.
I be so upset when I put my jacket
They take
down. I wouldn't
90s.
do
They
it.
ain't taking 70s.
Can we walk around the
you
puddle
telling
or
me
something? Can we do that?
90s
So you do it, huh?
I mean, I would do it though.
So you the one?
What?
Hold on, what's the
I ain't
question?
even gonna ask that question.
What's the question? Cause I'm talking about something. I'm having my own conversation with myself.
He
Y'all
was
niggas.
too. And I was joining I was,
No, I said y'all was on y'all 90s R&B, and then I said no, y'all really was taking it back to the 70s on some I drink your bath water type shit.
Yo.
Problem. You ever heard them?
You drinking bath water in your bath? What the fuck? Sir.
Look at him. Look at him. Don't
Look
look
at
at
him.
him drink bath water.
Y'all remember Silk?
He like, baby, I'm putting you in a milk bath anyway. Go ahead and get in that milk.
Yeah. I know. I can't tell you words though, baby. You got it though. Hey.
Matter of fact, hold up. Kim was like a little latest on and stuff like that for real. But come on, yo. Kim Kim, y'all ain't never heard?
Hey, I don't have nothing against the 90s R&B. I'm just saying.
I ain't never heard that.
Come on, you gotta tell her. It's on my lips.
He said, I never heard
Come on, and I wish that you were still here.
Yeah, I really wish I could be your friend right now, but you ain't got a friend over here. You ain't got a friend in me on this one, baby. I'm sorry, I love you.
K.E.
I don't know the song. I don't know. You're still singing it, and I still don't know it. It's not gonna like make it happen. I don't know.
Come on, man.
You're going to be singing serious.
Lies have been told.
What else you got in your repertoire?
Yeah, they gonna, you know, when they see this, they gonna get on us for not knowing this song. I feel like it's a song we should know. I feel like I should know this song.
No, it is a good song.
They gonna get me though, cause I don't know it.
It's over and wrong and wrong, baby.
I don't know if this is Kim though.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
There's no way that
All right, sorry. Let's get back to the metaphysical.
Oh, now you want to get back to the subject.
Love's all in your
Oh, I heard that song.
Come on, brother.
I don't know the word. I know that part. Okay, yeah, you got me.
Come on, brother.
So I do know the song. No need to get on me for that if you decide to do it. All good.
The universe
We
has
Gucci, baby.
already tortured you enough. you ain't sing the beginning of the song. That was it. I was shit. When you ain't say the beginning, I knew something was up. I was like, brother, he is gonna be bad.
Hey, lawyer.
He say, so let's get back into the level of man. They say level of man, Chinese internal alchemy and Taoist middle magic. And as we get into like the middle magic, you know, you're getting into the interaction of the various magical powers of heaven and earth that influence the control of destiny of man. You get into transformational magic, accessing the magical power contained within the center core of the Taiji pole of the three Dantians. We'll get into that, you know, the Taiji pole and the three Dantians. You know, then we also have the Wu Jing and the Bagua, training the 5 elements in the 8 trigram, gathered through the internal cultivation and manifestation of magical powers of the 5 elements in the 8 trigrams. Intermediate Shingon, transformation of the body's Shin, gathered through internal training, the imagination, sensation, intention, and attention. Intermediate Qigong, transformation of the body's Qi, gathered through internally training the body, breath, and mind. And let's get into the first couple stanzas real quick. They say the second level of Taoist magic focuses on understanding the universal laws of matter, energy, and spirit, and how they interact and affect the human body. When introduced to the studying this secret level of training, the disciple must progress through several important stages of intermediate Neigong, Qigong, and Shingon training, as well as specialized Wu Jing, 5-element Bagua, 8 trigram, 3 Dantian, and Taiji pole training. We'll get into that. Each training method is utilized in order to gain control of the disciple's body, mind, and spirit, allowing him or her to internally cultivate and ingest more subtle Qi and Shin resonating within heaven and earth. So they say the study of internal alchemy is a systematic and in-depth exploration of every aspect of the human energetic experience. Are we exploring the fullness of the systematic and in-depth exploration of every aspect of our human energetic experience, right? With the central goal of transmuting internal substances, tissues, energy, emotions, and consciousness into accessible energetic power. You can convert all that tissue, your energy, your emotions, your consciousness into accessible energetic power. Sort of like what, you know, system is doing nowadays. We'll get into that, right? But they say mastering the internal alchemy and the various transformations occurring within the realm of Taoist middle magic involves the exploration of absorption and transformation of Qi that originates from inside the physical body. Because the study of Taoist middle magic focuses on the energetic and spiritual interactions occurring within and around the energetic realm of matter, it is also focuses on the study of transmuting the body's energy, essence, spirit, originating from within the body, breath, and mind. So you're getting back into, now, you're talking about all of your thoughts. Everything that we've been thinking, experiencing, feeling, everything can be transmuted into accessible energetic power. Right? So the moment you get frustrated, you can turn that and convert that into accessible power. You know, what if you get mad? You get into you know, somebody cut you off at traffic and they get out the car. They say, "What's up? What's up?" And you like, "What's up?" And then you feel that energy, that chi energy, and you like, "What's up?" And you like, "You know what? Hold on real quick. This some energy, real. This some excessive energy. Hold up, real quick,
Knock
son.
your ass out.
He said, "I'm frustrated."
Sorry.
This is energetic energy. I can use this. Said, matter of fact, let's both use our energetic force, our frustrations, and channel this into higher vibrational frequency power. Maybe we can open up some portals or something. You know, let's see.
Like, imagine that conversation.
Like picture that though, like converting that, like.
Hey, yo,
like,
bro, hold up, because I was about to use this to knock your head off, but like I think we could like use our frustration together to open up a portal to a new existence. Hey, yo, like, bro, like hold on, because I still want to knock your head off, yo, but like, listen to me right now, yo, I'm getting angrier, and I know you getting angrier. Let's use this shit.
Yo, you know what? You know what? I got a thought. Instead of us getting mad at each other, let's get mad at the government. Say, you know what? Let's channel all this energy. You about to get cancer. You gotta watch what you say to CIA.
I just want to say
You gotta watch what you say.
that the opinions of the other two guests and
You
hosts
say,
Hey, loyal.
you say, hey,
It's
disclosure.
not.
Hey,
This ain't like disclosure.
that energy to the White House.
does not reflect my
He
views.
said they brought the government in here. They brought the government into this conversation.
Listen, you know what? All the courthouses was fake anyway. Right? I'm sorry. Why did I say
Listen,
that?
hold on. We need to start watching this
Why did I say
podcast.
that?
We need to start watching this podcast right now. They're talking too
I'm
much.
telling you, bro, the courthouses ain't real. Yo, picture going to a courthouse and they got you going through a whole criminal proceeding. It ain't even a real criminal charge. It's just banking.
It's because you accept
Banking. It's banking because you consent to banking. Let alone the fact that you're doing banking on the seas.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna stop you because this is a whole nother. This is a whole other. This is a whole nother topic. You better go way up. This is y'all need to like take note on that, and we'll like continue that at a different time. But that's a whole different topic of conversation. We can go on that for a long
We ain't
time.
gonna get in that because we were supposed to be transforming the bodily shin.
You feel me?
You know,
that's a lot. That's that one right there.
In your infinite space, you know. But my apologies, y'all. But you know what I mean, you know. But let's get into the next stanza.
Before you
Go ahead, please.
get into it,
Share me.
I'm gonna have to excuse myself, good brothers.
I ain't gonna lie, excuse my boy, I'm late.
Well, look.